Everything is not what it seems. Ah! Only the real ones know that tune, man. Everything is not what it seems. Yeah, I agree. Everything ain't what it seems. A lot of us, we look at Instagram, look at TikTok, look at the glitter and the glamour, look at the rides, look at the houses, look at the resorts, look at how people living. It look good, sounds good, might even feel good at time to time, but we can't rush our process. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he hit 200 million at 18. Yeah, he did that. Yeah, he has 20,000 houses at 18. Yeah, he did that. But just because you 22 and you just moving out your parents' house don't mean you a loser. It don't mean that you suck. It don't mean that you're behind in life. It doesn't mean that you're not doing better than him. You know what I'm saying? You could be more fit than him. You could be more healthier than him. You know what I'm saying? You could be closer to your family than him. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop comparing ourselves because everything is not what it seems. You feel me? A lot of us putting in this work without no credit, without no results, thinking we ain't getting nothing out of it. But in reality, we probably working on skills we gonna need somewhere down the future, and we don't even know it because everything is not what it seems. You feel me? I'm making these videos, not getting no traction from it, but that won't be the end. It seems like it's not gonna work, but I'm never gonna give up, so it has to work. The only key to success is consistency and to never give up. So if I don't ever give up, then it's going to work. Even though it feels like it's not what it seems. I watched a video today by Myron Golden, one of my favorite speakers. He said success in the beginning is boring as shit. Making these videos is boring as shit. Not getting any views is boring as shit. Making reaction videos is boring as shit. I thought it was fun, but that shit boring. But it is what it is, man. It's boring until you start winning. It's boring until you actually start getting results. It's boring until you actually build traction. It's boring until you actually go in public and people say, "Hey, man, you helped me out." That's when it's not boring. But what's boring is starting. What's boring is going through that mud. You know what I'm saying? What's boring is trying to fight to live, just to eat. You know what I'm saying? Just to eat, pay your bills on time. That sucks. Not having money, that sucks. Barely being able to keep a job, that sucks. But it's necessary for the success. It's necessary. It's mandatory that we go through it because if we don't, we'll just be stuck up losers and useful to no one because we got our shit handed to us. But instead, no, we getting this shit out the mud and we goddamn fighting for our lives out here. So when we do get to where we want to be or think we should be, we'll be able to have enough common sense to realize we didn't get there on our own. We'll have enough common sense to realize, hey, I need to share the wealth because I remember when I was struggling. We'll have enough common sense to realize, hey, just because I got this money don't mean I'm gonna have it forever. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't never had something taken away from you after you just gained it, then you don't realize how fragile life is. You don't realize how thankful you should really be about the things that you have. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never been in that pressure before. You ain't never had to make a quick decision even when you hurt and you sad and you depressed about what happened in the past. You ain't never had to do that. But since you have did that, since you have overcome that, since you have been through that fire, it made you stronger. It made you stronger. And gave you some type of determination, some type of grit. But for the people who got their shit handed to them, For the people who just win automatically, they're stuck up. You know what I'm saying? They treat people any kind of way. They ask for pictures. They blow people off. You know what I'm saying? They just act like everybody bothering them and this, that, and the third. They act like they not human no more. They act like they somebody. This is why I have a problem with celebrities, bro. They act like they somebody when they're really nobody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got the cars. Yeah, you got the glitter. Yeah, you got this, and the mansions, that, and the third. But don't act like you better than the next man because you're not. You're human. You know what I'm saying? All that shit you got is just shit. You feel me? If you didn't learn nothing in this life, then you will be back. You will do it again, and at this time it'll be in a different manner. It'll be in a different light because obviously the things in the glitter and the gold didn't teach you shit. You know what I'm saying? We forget we're here to learn. We forget we're here to analyze and to become better, not to have, not to goddamn flex and this, that, and the third. Don't get me wrong. If I get some shit, you know what I'm saying? If I get $1,000,000, I'ma have some shit that'll seem like it's flexing, but at the end of the day, that's not the point of why I have the shit. You know what I'm saying? Flexing is not the point. Being humble is not the point. It's just realizing why you're here on this planet Earth. You realize if you think you've reached a point where you don't gotta learn no more, I promise you, you'll be back. You reached a point to where you realize you feel like you better than this dude just because you got a certain number on your phone, you'll be back. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize there's a higher consciousness, there's a higher calling for people other than to make money, other than to have things. Yes, we want things in life. It is natural. I'm not saying not to have that desire, but what I am saying is to enjoy what you have now. Be blessed for what you have now because there are people on this earth who have nothing but grass and dirt and sand and the hot sun and nasty water and food that doesn't really taste good. Just because we going through a hard time, we can't let that shit bring us down, bruh. We can't let these people with all the shit and all the boats and yachts and all that shit make us feel like we are less than. Gotta realize, bro, we are more powerful. We're doing a lot more with nothing. You know what I'm saying? They have everything in the world, but we're doing a lot more with nothing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta realize the power you got, bro. I got my little apartment, my camera, bro. I'm going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit this gym and we're gonna keep grinding until we get to the top. I'm gonna work this job until I get to the top. And I'm gonna be thankful for the stuff that I have. I'm not gonna look at the next man and wish on his downfall and hope on his downfall. I don't know what he went through to get that shit. He might have had to wear a skirt or bend over for somebody or goddamn sign his life away. I don't know what they did for that goddamn money, but all I know is I'm going to get mines the right way. And when I do get mines, I will help people get theirs and I will share the wealth because it's not about goddamn becoming wealthy. It's about learning. It's about becoming higher conscious. You know what I'm saying? People always tell me, yo, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is not coming to save you. Jesus Christ and his body will not come back to this earth. What will come back to this earth is what will come back to this earth is the Christ consciousness. Realizing, hey, I am nobody and I'm here to help somebody. I am nobody and I'm here to help somebody. Just because you got a little fame, just because you got a couple coins in your pocket don't mean you somebody. How many people have you helped? How many countries have you been to and brought water? Shout out Kai Cenat. You know what I'm saying? Kai Cenat. You know what I'm saying? He has fun, but he also helps out in any way, shape, or form. You feel me? Shout out to them people who actually put in work in this world, bro, instead of just enjoying the fruit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I can't really speak on that shit, even though I'm speaking on that shit. The only reason I can speak on that shit is because I'm speaking on that shit. You feel me? But I ain't never had $1,000,000 a day in my life. But I don't know how that shit feels. I'll probably do some dumb shit too. I'm just saying the principle, man. If I do get 1,000,000, what I think I would do, I would try to help as many people as I can. I would create courses. I'll create books. I would create virtual classes. I would hold seminars on how I got the money. That's what I would do. I would help as many people as possible. I would try to send money over to Africa or to other countries that need help. I would do all that things because I don't need all the money. People are so fucking greedy, bro. I don't understand how there's so much, how one person can have so much money, but there's so many people that's struggling. Or I don't understand how the money's being created, but this shit is so hard to obtain. I do understand it, but I don't at the same time. I'm just kind of yapping, you know what I'm saying? This is my channel. I can yap if I want to. Just saying, because everything is not what it seems. Man, I just be trying to do something positive, bruh. I just try to stay positive in my situation, keep moving, keep grooving, and do whatever it takes to get to the next level, man. Right now, I'm just trying to get this money in the stock market so that way I can goddamn have a life. I don't want my life to obtain to a job. You feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with a job unless you love it. I hate working jobs. I hate it. I hate answering to somebody. I hate people telling me what to do. I have a problem with authority. But it is what it is until I get up out that situation, man. And I will get up out of it. It just might take some time, bro. I'm gonna keep making these videos, man. I'm gonna keep trying to bring some type of message, some type of positivity. I just be shooting off the hip with these messages. I just come on here daily, tell y'all how I feel, tell y'all what's going on. If I'm having a negative day, you might get a negative video. I hate people who act positive at all times. Like, nah, bro, y'all finna see the good, bad, and the ugly. Like, nah. We just gonna keep grinding. We're gonna keep working. We're gonna keep our head high, and we gonna keep being consistent, man. I'm gone.